Howdy! Today I'm reviewing another long-awaited Classics update, Reveal the Shield Jazz, or Special Ops Jazz. Remember that Target exclusive movie Jazz that had the G1 color scheme? Well, this looks like a downsized version of it. I mean, this car certainly resembles a Pontiac Solstice, so I guess it's another one of those multiple homages. That aside, the character's traditional deco is as eye-catching as a sports car should be. Oh, and let's not forget the rub sign on the roof here. Of course, Jazz wouldn't be Jazz without his fondness of Earth music, so instead of creating yet another generic Autobot car, speakers unfold from within. You can position these in several ways, but this is how I display them. And kudos for not making this a finicky spring-loaded gimmick. My only gripe with the car is that it feels unfinished. Look at the rear section, the hubcaps for that matter, and there's no paint. Nothing on the rear lights, and the stripe deco just abruptly stops here. I don't know, it just feels like I brought a prototype instead of the actual finished product. Fortunately, the Japanese, or United version, fixes this. In rough strokes, the transformation is exactly the same as the 80s toy, with the occasional trick or two. Then you get to the legs, which are fairly involved as they unfold on multiple joints. And with the reverse transformation, you have these spring-loaded panels to contend with. This, fellow YouTubers, is a near-perfect homage if I ever saw one. The robot mode looks great, and everything about this just screams Jazz. The head design is especially well done, but surely he should be more cheerful than this. It's like he's for being killed in the first live-action movie or something. As you've seen in my TurboTrax review, Jazz's speakers are part of the 3mm clip system, meaning they can peg onto any figure that shares this feature. As a weird but nifty little bonus, they even peg onto his own gun. This brings a whole new meaning to the term Ghetto Blaster. Posability is very good. Almost every part of him that should move can. I mean, some ankle joints would have been nice, but nevertheless, this guy's got the moves he deserves. Also, unlike TurboTrax, the joints are a lot tighter. Some are maybe a little too stiff. Which brings me onto my biggest problem with this figure. The chest doesn't lock in place. The shoulders are so secure that when you're just trying to move the arms, even casually, that head automorph doesn't help much either. In fact, if they'd replaced it with a few extra tabs or pegs, things could have been a lot more stable. Like Trax, this is an excellent homage, hurt by a couple of design choices, or lack of in regards to the paint. But it's still a really good figure, and a must-have for Jazz fans. There's been pictures of a Ricochet or Stepper recolor, with a Target Master no less. And I have to admit, it looks quite nice, possibly better than Jazz. But it's a Japanese exclusive, and a really expensive one at that. My next review is of another LEGO Technic set. Until then,